We are back on Spaces with a post SummerSlam edition. A SummerSlam that really kind of took off there at the end. I feel like both nights bookended well. But wow, that was a hell of a way to end the show tonight. I don't think I saw anybody had that on their bingo card with the Brock Lesnar appearance. I mean, are you kidding me? I was they didn't have the credits come up, or if they did, I didn't see them. I just kept they kept staying on the screen for a while there. I was waiting. There's George. What's going on, buddy? All right. Approved invite to speak. Invite to co-host. All right.
Couple people in the chat said Brock Lesnar.
All right. Well, and I feel like Brock's one of those ones that people kind of throw out. And
they were pretty solid though. I'll give them credit.
Good though. That was fun. Plus, too, I remember when we did our SummerSlam preview, when we talked about what do you do with Cena if he is staying, if it is a real babyface turn?
Well, it was.
And right. And then if Cody wins, what do you do with Cena after that?
Now we know.
This is perfect.
Now we know.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Cody lost to Roman. It was what do you do? Have him fight Brock. Well, shit, that's pretty cool.
All right, quick note, just in case. We're doing our SummerSlam review for tomorrow, so we'll have it out. This is about you guys, so if you want to talk, feel free to discuss the weekend. I gave the whole weekend pretty much a C plus, right in that range.
I'd say a B minus.
It's same. It's all the same.
Yeah, right. I'd say similar. Yeah. Right. I feel like I mean, just in a quick note about it, I feel like both shows, they bookended well. They both started hot, and then both main events were good. And then they had great stuff at the end, obviously. Depending on what people thought with it, but there was
some stuff in there that,
there was fun parts of it. I mean, I liked a lot of stuff. I liked, the women's tag championship match was really good, I thought. I mean, really, night one, I really thought it was really Sammy and Crarian was kind of and I still don't know what the hell they're doing there.
Yeah, they lost a lot of that crowd last night when Cross lost.
Yeah, well, they had Cross lose, and then the Jade and Tiffany match was so short, it was kind of wait, what? Huh? And then, but they did get him back with the Drew and McIntyre match. But yeah, no, I think we have some people that have come in and want to speak. We'll have some fun here. So yeah, anything else you wanted to kind of cover, George, before we get rocking and rolling? We're gonna
have the SummerSlam review out by mid-afternoon, probably.
We'll knock that out in the morning. Yeah, we can knock that out tomorrow morning.
Jake's gonna be on SC Maniacs tomorrow, so.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be up. I'm filling in for Don Wayne, who's on vacation. If you guys have seen he's posted all his vacation pictures to make everybody jealous with him on the beach. I'm like, looks like he's having a blast. But yeah, we're going on at, I think he said 7:00 Eastern time tomorrow. We're going to go on for, me and Bottles with the WrestleMania review. And seems like he's got, from what I've seen, I feel like he's going to be, more on the negative side. So I'll try to at least play good cop and be positive with it, but we'll see. There was some stuff that I was very about, but we'll see.
It was they took I think the weekend was, it seemed like here, I told everyone last night, I was like, today's gimmick day. Every match is gimmick.
Yeah.
Gimmick to the hilt. It's just, it was shit everywhere.
It was funny, Mike Glass and I were talking about it on Twitter back and forth, and then I was like, I'm like, overall in the span of 12 matches, with how many gimmick matches they had, it wasn't too bad, it was probably too many, but to put them all on Sunday was
it was weird. Weird choice.
I saw somebody, I want to say it was the AEW mole, but I'm not sure. If it is, I'll give him the credit for it. I think it was him that said maybe when if they canceled Extreme Rules, this was kind of what they had for that card, and they just smushed it on. Just
call it that then.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm joking. I think it was kind of a joke.
Just say Sunday Night SummerSlam's Extreme Rules. I could have dealt with that.
Super gimmick Sunday, bro. It was seriously gimmick. It was fun. I enjoyed it, but it was very. I mean, it was just Dom and AJ that wasn't gimmick. It was for a title, but it wasn't gimmick. But I mean, everything else
still one with a cheap finish too.
Cheapish, but with what it was, with the honor to Eddie, I liked it. I loved it for what it was. I liked the Eddie tributes, but I mean, Eddie was, when you if you talk a top 5 or a Mount Rushmore of in ring, Eddie's hard to leave off that, he was great bell to bell. So
he's probably top 10 for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right. I get you that. See, I think that's because probably for me, I'm younger. So I think for me, he was more impactful in my time frame, but, I think, we'll go get some requests for who to speak. All right, cool. Let's see. Oh, what's up? It's Chris Connor. How are we doing, buddy? Oh man! All right, we'll bring in Chris Connor. How you doing today, my friend?
It was all fun. I mean,
I enjoy. Yeah, I was sports entertained, and that's what it always is going into. It wasn't going to be, I mean, there was parts of it that drug. I'm not 100% sure on that. WrestleMania, I get is a 2-night event because everybody wants to be on WrestleMania. That's the thing. And I would get it for like the Rumble or Money in the Bank because you've got those gimmick matches and you could have men's and women's and do one each night. SummerSlam, I mean, I get it because it's the second biggest show of the year, technically.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But and it makes sense in that level of it. It's hard for me to.
This was the first one too. Can't forget that. This is the first time doing this SummerSlam tonight. So it's a slight learning curve here. I think.
That's true. Yeah. It's first time doing anything besides a WrestleMania 2 nights. But what's up, Chris? How you doing? Sorry, we're just rambling on here.
No. I was listening. You guys said a good point. Like I liked night 1, and I was talking with War Dog on my YouTube show.
Yeah.
Like night 1, I was very excited about. Night 2, I'm like, ugh.
Well, there's a lot of gimmicks.
Like, this could be ugly. This could be like AEW levels of ugly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's hard not to compare it to AEW when you look at the card and it's like a steel cage match, a street fight, and a holds barred match. It's like, shit, is this an AEW pay-per-view? No, you can openly admit it. A couple of those matches went a little long at certain points and had a little bit too many finishers in them. And it's like, shit. Okay, Mac. I know that AEW. I know that like Triple H and HBK pay attention to AEW because like they're technically competition. Maybe pay a little less attention. Like they're not that close of competition, guys. Like not that many people want to see 67 finishers and everybody kicking out. But I also get it because like the other thing was at least most of the matches, if all of the ones that were gimmicks, were blow-off matches. Like Lyra can no longer challenge for that belt, and Cody and Cena were blowing up, from WrestleMania before. So at least I got those, and that's why I knew Solo had to win because Jacob needs to kind of move on from that and move forward with his career. And this kind of gets him away from that. So I got that part of it, at least with why. I just don't know why they did them all in one day. That's what was weird to me.
Does Jacob move on? I mean,
I don't know. He's so over and he's so good and he's older than we think. So I feel like, but when you say it, it's like, it's almost kind of like he's LA Knight where it's like, he's great and the crowd loves him, but the main event scene is pretty full, bro.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, it's like, okay, you eventually got to give Drew McIntyre reward for like all the crap, all the sing-alongs, the mid-card bullshit he had to do. So you figure, okay, Drew's going to eventually like start challenging Cody. And it's like, well, who's the number 2 heel? I mean, what if you put Jacob Fatu versus Logan Paul? I mean, we'd love to see Logan Paul get his ass whooped, but that's
right.
Logan's sort of like a part-time guy.
Yeah, he's still part-time, exactly.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I just feel like Jacob's just gotten so over with it that you would want to see him move forward, but what do you do? It's one of the issues with their giant roster. It's great to have so many stars, but you also do get in that predicament of like, oh shit, what the hell do we do?
They're also in the minor problem where, like with Ron Killings, people want it, they get it, and then when they have it, they're done with it.
Right. Then what do you do?
It happens to a lot of people. Like LA Knight's in that boat now, I think.
Right. And it seems like that's what Cross is in.
I didn't even notice. I forgot he was even here.
I get it.
Jacob Fatu could fall into that easily.
I think he's a little, he could. You're right. He definitely could. I think he's a little.
That.
Yeah. I think Fatu's, the thing about LA Knight is like the biggest criticism of him is he's kind of a ripoff of a lot of other things, and it's kind of stale in certain points of it. So it's where do you put him? And I feel like Fatu he's better than in that sense, but if you're not booked right and you're kind of putting that same little cycle, wampa,
I think
wampa, it kind of throws
they miss, what's the saying? Strike while the iron's hot. They miss it by about a week or 2 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They always miss it by a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's because there's other irons that they are striking with. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where they can only do so many.
Yeah, but
things like, yeah.
I
get it.
I see a little, I don't know. I don't see it the same way.
So
maybe.
George, who do you?
I think.
So then where do you?
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who would you match Jacob Fatu up with next?
Oh God, that's the problem.
Yeah. No. Oh, shit. That's a good point.
Because Solo's the number 2 heel, so it's like, okay, where do we go from here? It's like,
where's he on SmackDown or Raw?
SmackDown. Okay. So do you do Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre? I mean, it sounds great, but What's your takes?
It's funny you say that because that was my first thought initially was that, but then I was like, would that work? That was my first like gut thought was Drew McIntyre. I mean,
you start him with Sheamus and then what's his name? Damn it! The Bulgarian dude.
Rusev?
Yeah, that's him.
Rusev. Okay,
but that's Raw. I mean, that's on Raw. That would be good. I mean, you can also. I mean, if you're gonna do that, there's also a chance of possibly like. I would love to see him have something with Gunther, because what are you going to do with Gunther now that he's lost the title, and where's he going to go? I don't know if they're going to do a draft.
I don't see Gunther in Part 2 ever. That'd be a Styles clash, big time.
I don't know if Gunther has a Styles clash. He's wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he could. I don't know if that match. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind. I'd like to at least even try. If it's a shit show, okay, it's a shit show. And if it's a shit show, I feel like they would work it out in the PC and know that before, and then we would never be a shit show. And if we never see it, we'll know why.
Be a little awkward.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, I get you. No. Oh shit. Hey, what's up, Sam? I'll bring Sam in here too. We got Sam coming in here, and see Scully Vibes is in here too. If you want to speak, just let us know. Mike Glass too. We're all just hanging out tonight for the. I wasn't sure we were going to exactly talk about from the show, and then Brock's music hit, and it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, they hid that very well. I give them credit for that.
They did.
No one knew that
and
at
there's
all.
The other, I mean, and I'm sure. I mean, I don't pay attention, but I'm sure we're going to hear from Dave and the other ones of all like, oh well, I knew, but I couldn't get it confirmed.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I'd heard that 3 weeks ago, but you didn't report it. Exactly.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Come on,
nobody.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why it's not even so much that it was Brock. It's just that, it's that big of a star and nobody had an idea. And as far as anybody knew, he had grown his hair out long. He was in Saskatchewan. He was at his, daughter's, what is she? Is it shot put that she does? Or is it hammer throw?
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever she does, she looks like she chucks that thing far as hell. So none of us had seen anything about it. And then he shows up and I feel like that's the second he did that a couple years ago with Roman too. Didn't it just all of a sudden shows up at SummerSlam? Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like being surprised. I will always prefer that than, oh, well, I read this on WrestleVotes or whatever.
Yeah. Nick Piccolo just wrote a little while ago. He said, the job of my job as an agent to know shit. And I didn't know this.
That's awesome.
Paraphrasing, of course, because I'm.
Yeah. I mean, there's parts of like, on the Unreal show. I know, like, I won't say what stuff because I know not everybody's seen all of it yet, but, no spoilers, but there's parts where certain things that they were doing and like the people in the truck didn't even know. They're like, just hold the camera here, have a 2-shot, have a wide shot, cause everybody knows.
You know what the thing is?
What is it? Tell a friend, telegram, tell a wrestler or whatever. Telephone, telegram, tell a wrestler. You know
what the thing really is that you have to take into account tonight. I'm not going on X at all for the next 3 days, but you have to take into account, and this summed it up perfectly. This says there's truth to this, but you have to remember the IWC does not represent the WWE audience.
No.
So you just consume that into your head for a moment.
Yeah.
And think about it. The IWC on Twitter is like, what, 3% of the WWE audience? Maybe. It's really small. People think it's huge, but it's not.
And a lot of that 3% are people that are kind of in the like peripheries. Cause like technically I'm on Twitter and I talk about wrestling. So technically I'm a part of the internet wrestling community, but I'm not really, because I'm not part of that crazy bit of what we actually call, you know what I mean? Like the IWCNN, the people that have zero patience and are just looking at what can I complain about today? And then this thing is the most important, worst thing ever on Tuesday. And by Thursday, who cares about that? I'm pissed about this now. And, but so that part of it is even smaller. It's not,
it's not very big.
I mean, the last show that I went to, when I went to Raw in the beginning of June, because I went by myself, I was just talking and BSing with, the people around me. There was 2 kids that were probably like, I don't know, 22, 23. They knew what was going on Twitter and on the internet. Everybody else around us was like, who? What? Huh? I don't know. Like, it's really they don't a very
know.
Small
they
world.
Don't know. They don't know AEW even exists. They really don't know this. I'm not being a dick.
Well, we saw that when, no. In fact, you saw that when, what was it?
My son and his friends.
Jericho.
I asked him about AEW. He had no idea what the hell I was talking about.
Well, that happened remember when AEW had that, I think it was a Dynamite or a Collision that went on after an NBA All-Star game or something where there was a lot of people watching because it was a big
Black
NBA.
Twitter took over.
Yeah, and they were like, what is Black Twitter and NBA? So all of them was like, what? I didn't know Jericho was still doing this. I thought he retired. And same with Punk. Like, there's people that know he came back and did stuff in AEW about whatever, but there's also people that don't think that he hadn't won a title at all until yesterday from the last 12 years. And because they just don't know or care.
Yeah, it's WWE mainstream audience. I'm pretty close to that, but I kind of get sucked into this.
Yeah, no, Skelly Vibes put it in the chat. Yeah, the last thing that came out about Brock was he was, quote, officially retired, because that's it. And then it comes, it's awesome. I love it.
Well, you figured the Jill Grant trial would be like, okay, we really want to expose this because she wants to tie in WWE. Like, oh yeah, they knew everything. They were behind all this. People knew what Vince was doing to me. And now it's like, yeah, well, Brock's not available. Now Brock's available.
Yeah, so something must have changed in that trial, Chris. Do you think? Do you think something changed in the trial where they cleared him? Like, that was pretty quick. I
mean, for me,
all I know is he has a lot of fans in TKO.
Yeah.
I mean, Dana's a fan of his.
Yeah.
Ari's a fan, so they'll bend over for Brock because, hey, he's big money.
Well, and as far as we know, all that's ever been alleged of what he did was exchange. And as far as I know, he only ever received texts from Vince and gave a thumbs up or whatever, kind of like where he might have been sometimes you got a buddy who's way too, everybody's got that really horny friend who's sending you weird things. Like, cool, man. Awesome. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a past and there's a history of it and there's things that come out. Maybe that's different. But as far as we know, Vince sent him a text about this girl for that to be part of it, but nothing ever actually happened. So, I mean, it's not the best look, but on a legality standpoint,
we're not talking legal stuff here, dude.
I know, but I'm just saying, but even that, it's not like he got some weird text messages from his weird boss, who's his weird friend.
I'm not going to get into it because I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't think it's good, but I just don't think it's the IWC will get pissed, but eventually it will be another one of those things that goes away. I would think.
Well,
but what do I think?
And here's my thing. For the people who spent money to either get the show on pay-per-view or are paying for a streaming subscription.
Yeah, most of us paying for
watch Raw. If you paid for the fucking show, I do not want to hear you bitch about this. Because you gave money to the company that you're supposedly overly offended by. Now, if you actively make the choice years ago to stop watching the company, I don't give a shit. Because,
yeah, I hear
you. Because you made that choice, and as long as you're not being, a disingenuous dick about it, I don't care.
Yeah, but Sam, if you're entitled to your opinion, if I paid for it and I didn't like it, I'm allowed to say something about it.
Yeah, there's different of not liking though. I think what he's saying is not liking than the people that
I don't. Yeah, I'm normal, so let's go with the normal person.
That's the best.
Let's just start there. I'm a normal human being, and if I don't like something, I'm just going to say I don't like it.
That prefaces everything, and that's again why yes, you are on the internet and you like wrestling, but you're not part of the internet because you're normal. You're not one of these crazy people that just. I don't know, man. They're a weird world and a weird bunch. And oh shit, Becky Lynch is in a Eddie Guerrero t-shirt. Man, I love how much love Eddie's getting today. This is awesome.
Yeah. Sam, continue.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying it's not that they can't speak. It's just it's frustrating because it's like, okay, there are people that actively went out and chose not to support the WWE, and that's fine. That's your choice. But if you actively financially gave your money to them and now you're getting bent out of shape about it, it just feels kind of hypocritical to me. It's like, okay, I would rather you just stay ethically consistent in that case than, because you still watch the shows in Saudi Arabia, you still, paid for tickets or paid for, come on,
The only thing they're consistent about is being nut jobs.
Sam, I'll give you something that helps the cause here a little bit. Like my mom always told me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's the issue with the people is like, I'll tell people I don't like something and I'll explain why. The other side you're talking about just goes off the rails, dude. And they bring up all that stuff. That's what I mean by what my mom said. You know, you're saying it like the way Dave talks. He condescends. The way you're talking to people is how you gotta communicate. And they don't know how to communicate at all.
Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of it is not so much that like, cause if you're voicing that you don't like something, you're just saying that you don't like it. Their issues is like, not only do I not like it, but if you like it, you're the worst person ever. How could anybody, like, you know what I mean? Like they can't, that's kind of that disconnect, that psychotic part of it that's just not normal. Like that's not, you know what I mean? Like not everybody's going to like the same movie. You know what I mean? Like just cause, you know, what is it? Like, what was it? Avatar made like billions of dollars, but ask most people, like not that many people like that movie. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's part of the deal. Like,
I mean, but overall though, I mean, I thought that tonight was a good night. The whole structure of the 2-night shows, I don't know if I've ever seen a good night one of any WWE pay-per-view. So like, I almost like put night one in the back of my head and ignore it and like focus on night two. I mean, if Rollins wouldn't have cashed in, I mean, besides the fact that I completely crashed out about that, just fuck Seth Rollins. Anyway, but like, I thought night two was good. Like I liked the TLC. I liked, the women's match. I will say
the opening match was awesome.
I loved all of the callbacks that, Dominic did to Eddie, like, and that AJ did to Eddie too. Like,
yeah, that was great.
That was good for nostalgic purposes. And I mean, I know a lot of people don't love Solo Sikoa, but I'm just going to be honest. Jacob is so hot right now. He doesn't need a title at the moment, at least until they move him to the main event scene.
That's not going to happen.
I think the problem with night two was night one, at least you had Gunther versus Punk, and that was like the pure wrestling match where it didn't need chairs or ladders or weapons or run-ins. It was just pure like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is perfect. It's an old school throwback. And this today felt like just, let's send in everybody, run-ins, tie-ins. Hey, let's throw the kitchen sink. 3-card clown car, come on down. Like, it was just...
It was a lot.
Too much. It's like when you have a car and you put all these bumper stickers on. And it's like, you look and you go, oh my God, there's like 30 bumper stickers. Why do you need 30 of them? That's what tonight felt like.
Yeah, Triple H just said, Cornette's going to say lazy booking at one point, so let's just make it a lazy booking night.
Put it all in one shot. Yeah,
I want Cornette to break. I'm going to just do lazy booking for the entire night. Screw you, Jim Cornette.
There did come a time where I was like, bring it to a close, guys.
Yeah, no, I think the only match like tonight that really was like it wasn't even a bad match, but I feel like the women's IC match, there was points where I was like, all right, go home, girls. Like that one drug a little bit. And yeah, it went 25. I'm looking at the thing now. It went 25. It was the longest match on the card. Yeah, it was. That one went 25 minutes. It should have went 18. Like, you know what I mean? That was, and I feel like that drug a lot of people down.
Because the pacing of Cena and Cody felt so fucking slow.
There's a reason for that, though. I mean,
I thought tonight's wasn't. I thought Cody and Cena
and Cody are paced that way because Cena's not my age. He's younger than me. But,
his body's older than your age, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
just
like,
they can't do it. Yeah. It just makes sense. You got to go slow and steady and do stuff like Rock and Hogan did in WrestleMania 18. Nothing happened in that match at all.
Not a little. Yeah,
I agree. I'm just saying it felt that way. Not that like I'm mad that it went that way. It just felt that.
It did, but I did. It didn't feel that way for me because I was going into it kind of thinking like I was watching it in that way of knowing. It's one of those things. If it's like George said, you got to go that pace with. I mean, Cena's back and legs he's probably got like the legs of a 93-year-old at this point.
Chris, I have a question for you. Yes. Do you think WWE is a victim of their own success? Because now people are expecting everything to be this top of the line, top notch show every time. And that's not how it used to be. There were reasons for Saturday night's main event. There were reasons for a match here, a match there. There were some pay-per-views that were just there, like Backlash and shit like that. Now everybody expects WrestleMania every friggin' time.
I think there's two things.
First, and they expect WrestleMania 41 every freaking time too. That's the other issue. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't see your request there to speak, Julian. My bad. I was watching TV.
I did ask Chris the question.
All right, my bad.
I gotta make sure he answers it.
So So first, I think the biggest part is for the prices they're charging, and you have to pay for Peacock, and you have to pay for Netflix. It's like, okay, look, if you're making us pay for all this, David, we want steak.
Yeah.
Don't give us hamburger. We want steak every night.
That's a good point.
And I'm guilty of this. I had high expectations for Cody's final run. I'm like, oh great, we're gonna get Cody versus Braun Breaker. We're getting Cody versus Jacob Fatu.
You mean?
Wait a minute, we might get it. Yes, Cody versus Obafemi. Yes, I'm excited. He's going to make all these new kids, and it's been like, we got Cody versus. We got not Cody, Cena.
Right? Yeah, I got you.
I thought, okay, well, so we got Cena, Cody. Okay, I get that. Then Cena, Orton, I like that, and then Cena versus R-Truth. I did not like that, and then we got a tag team match for whatever reason, because hey, we need to have it between Cena and Paul and Cody and Uso, and now we finally got the end of Cody and Cena. It's like, oh. It's like I promised you, let's say, George, hey, you know what? I'm going to take you to a big sporting event, and it's going to be great, and you're going to get front row tickets, and you're like, hey, Chris is taking me to a Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills game, and you find out, no, I'm taking you to a WNBA game. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this really sucks.
No, you just say it's an NFL game, but it's the 4th preseason game where they don't play anybody or whatever.
Oh, no, not even bad. A WNBA game. That's when it's like, oh, this really sucks. And George will look at me and go, Chris,
we'll leave that for the fan to decide. Yay. Sorry.
Like, I've seen it turn. Like, why did it happen or have to happen?
That one you got to blame on Rock, I feel.
No, like. I'm going back to be a face because everybody wants me to be a face. Yay!
I was hoping he was lying. If he was going to go heel, just stick with it. But I feel like this kind of just shows, I mean, it further proves why everybody was mad back at Mania and even before, like, Rock came in and fucked shit up. Like, it was fine at WrestleMania 41. Like, they made it work and it was fine then. He should have just bowed out then and went away, and coming back and I don't know, I guess with Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel wanting, we need Elimination Chamber to be big. And okay, great. So you had this big moment of turning Cena, which was an awesome moment. It really, really was. And they didn't really have a follow-up because Rock was like, peace, I'm going to go film whatever he's filming.
Yeah.
And Travis Scott went all Travis Scott.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Oh, that's exactly the perfect description for that. Thank you. It just is what, you know what I mean? So, I guess turning him back face because what are we going to do? Rough. Yeah. Yeah, if Rock wasn't going to be a part of it or do anything.
I hope he's learned.
No, I do too. I'm with you. But yeah, sorry, Julian. I didn't even see your speaking request in there because I was watching the post show. My bad. What's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Oh, it's Scully Vibes too. I'll approve both of you. What's up, guys?
Do you think his daughter got an NIL deal?
Not yet.
Oh, Brock?
Not yet.
No, well, I was gonna say, I feel like she doesn't because she hasn't signed it yet. I feel like whoever works for that contracts, the NIL people, they have one written for Miss Maya Lesnar. Just whatever you want to sign, just here you go. Give it a chance. I mean, why wouldn't they? Even if it doesn't work out, it's good promotion initially for it. It's good publicity, and I feel like any athlete now just has to look at the rosters and go, well, I mean, she has a history of wrestling with the family in the background with it, but even if you don't, I mean, look at the roster right now. Tiffany Stratton had zero wrestling knowledge and really only joined the PC, like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
You know, Bianca Belair didn't know much about it. If you're a great athlete and you can be coached and
Tiffany was trained by Greg Gagne's son, though, before she got to WWE.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but it's even still though, like I'm just saying, like having that and the NIL deal, it's a great program for folks if you go in there.
Plus, we don't know if she wants it. We don't even know if she wants it.
Right, exactly. That's why the contract's written up, and if she wants it, here you go. You're ready. We're ready to put you in for it. I mean, has she finished? Was this her last year in college, or does she have another year? I don't know. I know she won whatever she was.
I don't think she graduated. Yeah. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I know she won whatever she was up for, whatever national championship or whatever she could win, she won. Cause Jesus, Sheila, could you imagine that if you were on the other side or the other girl and that she comes out? And
no, can you imagine picking her up for prom?
That's it. I saw that picture of her boyfriend or / husband or fiance or whatever. Like, hey, I mean, he looks like he's at least built, so it doesn't look like she's like, you know. When's it gonna be my turn? Ow, 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 ow. Skelly Vibes, like I brought you in here too. We're allowed to speak. We're just,
what is going on? Salute to AltJake, salute to George, the host on the, like, I forgot what the fucking slogan is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm also, guys, I'm a little.
It's 2 days of show. Like, we're having fun.
Still coming off. Yeah, I'm still coming down from the hype of SummerSlam, so I'm probably gonna have a little bit of like. I'm gonna sound crazy, but
we're having fun. That's what we're here.
Shout out to Chris in here. Shout out to George, the host with the most on the best pod, the top mod on the top pod. That's what it is.
That's me. Yeah, that's me.
That's me.
Bro, this SummerSlam ending with Brock Lesnar was fucking great.
I mean, come on. That was so much fun.
Oh my
God. His music has that perfect hit too, where you just, that little note hits and everybody just goes, oh shit. Like it's great. It's such a perfect, just, it's perfect.
And the last thing that we were told about Brock Lesnar is he retired. That was on Twitter. Like no one saw it coming.
Nope.
The only thing we didn't get was the Cody heel turn, but it's like
sort of with the friggin' way he was beating them with the ring pipe could be considered. It's not a full turn, but it's
but the afterbirth.
Let that stuff build up for a while. Let it really build up where you can like call it back to it and let it, because it's, at this point, if he's still the top baby face, like I've been saying, like I say the end of next year or like Mania 2027, like that time frame is because he's still young enough he's obviously older, but he's young enough now where he can still wrestle like a baby face. He's about to hit that point in about 1 to 3 years where his body's going to start to turn on him. And that's what's the perfect time to work heel because you can do less work. You know, I feel like we've still got another year of Cody as a solid baby face, but we'll see. Could happen.
That makes sense.
Tonight, though.
No, that does make sense. But the only thing I would say is the boos have been coming this year.
Yes.
I feel like capitalize on the boos.
I mean,
give the fans what they want.
WrestleMania.
And this is Cody or
North Jersey.
Because
North Jersey boos everybody.
No.
Cody's been
happening slowly.
He's been booed everywhere. He has been booed everywhere.
Kingdom, though,
he was booed at WrestleMania too. That's all the way in Las
Vegas.
The
WrestleMania crowd, though. I don't count them for anything, though. They're always going to be nuts.
Yeah, but like he's saying, the seeds are planted.
I get you.
And
the seeds are planted. Yes,
it's there.
And it's there. I just don't want to pull the trigger because one of those things. Here's the thing: with how this babyface run is, it's not like with Cena they turned him back. He won't be able to be turned back to be this pure babyface ever again. So just pull the trigger when it's the right time. Which I'm not saying it's gonna be that long. I feel like, you know, like I said, end of next year, maybe leading into the not WrestleMania 42, but 43, or maybe, you know, after. We'll say it's definitely gonna happen. They're purposely planting those little seeds so we know and can call back and look back. I'm like, oh, he was always a bad guy. It'll be great, but once you pull that trigger, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Is my point.
Yeah, I also feel like I feel like personally, like because like Cody has the belt right now, he has the top belt in the company right now. I feel like the next babyface that's gonna go over is the one that needs to beat him, and I feel like he should go heel for it.
Okay. I
That's
can see
not,
that. Yeah. All right. And then who would that babyface be, my friend? Or do you have somebody? That's the question. Yeah, right.
Hold on. Because I've been saying this. I've been saying this for months now. All right. I'm going to put this out there, even though I don't think it's going to be Cody that loses, but I am putting all of my chips on Braun Breaker winning the Royal Rumble in 2026.
Ooh,
I said that last year too. I said it last year. And then the Seth group happened. Then Seth won the World Championship. So, yeah.
And he chooses which one to go. Yeah. Ooh.
Evolution all over again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
hate to
I like that.
So Scully, I hate to poo-poo on Scully's parade, but I'm going to tell you he's going to win the Royal Rumble. And Scully's not going to be happy. I don't think you'll be happy. I know that Kevin Apollo won't be happy. Sami Zayn. You know what? It's in Saudi Arabia. And Boo-Boo Face Sammy needs a world title run.
Okay.
It's going to be in Saudi. I hate to tell you, Scully, but come on. Imagine the reaction when he wins the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. He gives the promo in Arabic. I
had an immediate against that, and you hit me with Saudi, and I went off. No. Here's the thing. Sammy's one of those guys that I could see him when you said Saudi, that threw it up because I could see him winning it, but he would be one of those people that if he wins the title, he needs to have like what just happened to Punk. Like he doesn't need to hold the, he won it because that's someone's like, yeah, I won it. I got it. And then boom, it gets stolen from him.
Sammy should not be in a position. He should be in a position of putting younger talent over and doing his thing that way. He's a great coming from behind babyface. That's what he's good at. So I don't see why I don't know why he won yesterday. I have no idea. There's nowhere.
Everybody's behind Karrion Kross.
Yeah, I know. There's nowhere for Sammy to go. Now you fuck crossover. Now
yes,
there's nowhere
is.
fuck that.
So I've got a couple theories on that with what could happen, but I'm not sure. It could be interesting or it could be absolutely dog shit. I feel like those are the options.
I don't want to see Sammy anymore. I like him. He's a good dude, but come on. I've had enough.
I'm not going to lie. I think I agree with Chris too, though. The Saudi Rumble.
It got you. Did he right? I was like, no, Saudi, fuck.
It makes so much sense.
I was like, shit.
When is that? So I know not to watch it.
Next January. This coming January. It's the next Royal Rumble. The next Royal Rumble's in Saudi.
Wow. So Braun for Elimination Chamber.
Not 2 nights.
Braun for Elimination Chamber. There's still hope.
I mean, it's a good, and it would be a good place for him to do that and turn with it. And then maybe it would be a year early. Cause I always say I said it, sometime last year. I forget when, but I was like, oh man, Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu, WrestleMania main event, 44, 45, and 46. You know what I mean? Like perfect. Like right there. Like give me that all day long. But maybe might start at 43. Might be a year. I might have been a year off. That would be, cause Breaker's obviously, he's the future. As far as I've heard one person say that they don't think he's a star and doesn't think he has it. And that's out of everybody I've ever talked to about wrestling.
The only thing he's got to do, Jake, is, tune it down a little bit when you're spearing the top guys.
Yeah. Cause I think he can, cause he's already tuned down the amount of fake tan that he uses.
Gotta settle
he
it
can
down.
learn.
Just relax. It's gonna come to you. Just take it easy.
Pump the brakes a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I love everything he does. I love everything he does. Hit these people as hard as you fucking can. It looks great. I'm sorry.
I'm sure Roman makes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, hit these people that aren't like Roman, go like the top guys is all. Yeah, there's like 3 to 5 people, but like when it's Carlito or other guys like that, like any member of the bloodline, like just like maybe not so much Roman or like Cena. Yeah. You can still spear him, just not quite as God, he's
I do get that. But when Braun is spearing the fuck out of Roman Reigns, though, come on, like
he gets
the visual. It's like that he's getting that
right. No, God, that's I love that. That was one of my favorite things at the Royal Rumble when they planted those seeds. It's just like you saw that and you're just like, yep, sign me up, please. And I feel like that's they know that they've got that card. I mean, that actually, if Braun doesn't do that with Seth this year, I feel like then what he would do is face Roman at WrestleMania this year, and you know what I mean, like spear versus spear. Braun's WrestleMania card this year. He's got a lot of great options in front of him because they know.
I also keep forgetting too. SummerSlam. I don't know why, but I always feel like SummerSlam is like the halfway point. It's really like 8 months away from the next WrestleMania at all times. So it's like kind of
yeah, but I feel like it goes quick though.
Yeah, it does.
It goes so quick. Cause I mean, once you get to October, especially now they've got War Games, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And then like wrestling is happening, but you've got Thanksgiving and you've got Christmas and New Year's, so you're doing your shit. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, it's the Royal Rumble. You're like, oh fuck, all right, here we go.
You guys feel like we're getting Bloodline versus the MFTs for War Games?
I mean, it looks like it.
Cause that's the only, it's the only thing I see going right now. Cause we're 2 months away now. I don't see any other,
sense. I mean, yeah, cause then you've got,
set anything up for that yet. They gotta start
doing but you've got it, but that's why if you went with the MFTs versus the OG Bloodline, you've got it right there.
If they do that.
Yeah.
If they do. I'm just saying it's easy to push it through that.
If it's not that, then it's like, what is it too?
Or not.
So the women is always random.
Instead of Sammy, it would be Fatu. You could do 4-on-4.
Yeah. Yep.
I could see because someone was telling me this. I could see maybe 4-on-4 War Games where it's Braun, Bronson, Seth, and Tony D'Angelo on one team, and then you get a team of.
Okay.
Wait, what? It's just okay.
I guess Tony D'Angelo and Breaker are good friends, and there's nothing they showed Tony sort of like
D'Angelo got
the Sopranos treatment on NXT.
D'Angelo got Tony Soprano'd on NXT. That was the end of NXT on Tuesday. That was
that cliffhanger. Yeah, the cliffhanger.
Which I feel like whatever they're gonna do with him, it's trying to catch you off because it was an amazing scene. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I had not heard that about Tony D, so you've piqued my interest there. I like that.
That's why I love talking to Chris. Chris says a lot of different shit that I don't think of.
I love it,
so
dude.
I love it. Yeah.
I love it. Every time I see that little last call logo pop in, I'm like, sweet. This is like, I have fun, man. That's why we like to do these things in space. You know, it's a nice little zone. No one's gonna start yelling at each other and be like, you're a monkey. Yep. How could you think that? You're so stupid. Even if I have a completely different opinion, like, it's fine, guys. Like,
I'll yell right now. I'm gonna yell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell. Yeah. If you guys like what you're hearing here, go to youtube.com/@AltJakeTakesOn and sub to the channel, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm still here.
We're walking on the door of 300. We're almost there. Yeah. Now we got a SummerSlam review we're going to do. We'll do, another recorded episode. We got a classic match to review. We got all sorts of shit on our table. It's fun. Oh shit. Triple H coming out on the post show.
So here's a question going forward. Like, what are you going to do with all these women in NXT? Like, cause you got to bring them up and there's almost no room. So who starts getting let go? Like, so that you can get like a Jordan Grace, Blake Monroe, Lash Legend TV time. Like, who do they move on from?
Interesting. I have an answer for that too, because Chris, I know you've always been pretty consistent on this too, about like the abundance of talent and like somebody has to like be at the top and everything. Here's my response to that, right?
All right.
I feel like you let them stay where they're at. And you build them and have them in good feuds and storylines, and they just stay there. And that builds the NXT product up because you have all these stars, but you have a bunch of people that people want to see, but you keep them all interesting at the same time because some people are going to go after the mid-card title. Some people are going to go after the top title. Then people are going to have their personal issue feuds. And then like the tag team situation. Just let them be stars where they're at, and it's going to bring more traction to the product. That's what I think.
Especially with the three people, people you mentioned, Chris. They're not ready yet. Not even close.
Yeah, but all right, is Jordan Grace ready?
I think she is, not mentally.
That's not ready then. That's not ready. She's not ready yet. You gotta be 100%.
Like, here's somebody
physically and mentally 100%.
Like, here's somebody you gotta think about bringing up soon. Tyra May Steele, aka Tamara Mensah-Stock. She's 32. It's like, all right, they're not kids anymore. It's not like, oh, we're 23, 24. We can sit in there. It's like, oh yeah, crap. Like, Wesley's 38. Ethan Page is 37. We gotta actually bring them up, or else what we're gonna do? Have like 40-year-olds in NXT.
See, Jake and I have
There's
talked
225
about
wrestlers
Ethan Page before. Ethan Page is perfect in NXT. There's no reason to bring him up. He's perfect where he is. It's a perfect role for him.
NXT is also drawing too. NXT is really a draw.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not really like Trick Williams. Trick Williams is a clear star. I'm cool with him being in NXT still, because it's like, yes, it's development, but at the same time,
they're on TV.
They haven't been treating it as development as much.
CW doesn't treat it like the C. Every time I see it,
right? Exactly, Jake. That's what I was just gonna say. The CW does not treat it like it's development. It's their top.
Yeah, and I mean, there's definitely still a large element that is developmental, but they're giving people the best chance to succeed. And yeah, it is that thing. Like, at least the top levels of it, they are draws, and and eventually some will go up. Like Trick, obviously, eventually will definitely go up to the main roster. But yeah, Ethan Page, there's certain people that, I mean, it's a perfect fit for them to be like kind of top level-ish people in NXT, where they get to work with top people and help, or young people, and help bring them up. I mean, look how much better Javon Evans has gotten after he did that program with Ethan Page breaking his jaw and all that kind of stuff. Like, and then I know Ethan Page has a young family, so he didn't have to travel as much, gets to live with his family in Orlando, and I'm sure makes a good enough paycheck where he's happy with his life. It seems like a great deal for him. He seems happier than I've ever seen him from what I've seen, because he used to seem pretty pissed off with the videos that you'd see with him when he did his vlogs when he worked for AEW. Yeah, because he wasn't getting booked. Just sitting there going to toy shops.
No, but I get what everybody's saying. I get what people are saying, but nobody wants to be at NXT forever. Like, here's Scully's guy coming soon. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry doesn't want to stay in NXT. He wants to go to the main roster. So I get it. Nobody wants to say, well, it's time to release Rey Mysterio or LA Knight or even Sheamus, because we've seen them there. It's like, oh no, there are Binkies. We can't let them go. Or no, we can't let it go. Bailey. Bailey's our gal. But it's like, well, eventually you got to move on. And I get it. It's unpopular. Nobody wants to think about it. But to get these people up and ready, you need room. And there's just not much room if you keep on keeping everybody and never, moving on.
I think they'll eventually do what you said, though, Chris. I think they'll get rid of some of the older, like Sheamus. Sheamus is long in the tooth at this point. I appreciate
also it's too much. It's too much over. It's too much popular and over talent a real problem.
I mean, at certain points it can be where you just, as long as people aren't unhappy if they don't get booked for a period of time. No, but usually that's not the case with it. I think you'll see more releases. Unfortunately, I would think there would probably be more on the women's side if there's going to be, like, I know they used to do post WrestleMania and post SummerSlam releases. So if that happens again, I think it would be more on the women's side, because like was said earlier, there's so many ladies on.
That's happening on Friday.
Ready to come up. Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mark it down. Good. All right. Because I mean, it wouldn't surprise me though, because you've got so much talent there in the NXT level where, whether Jordan Grace is ready to go up or not, there are, there's more girls that are either going to go up it sooner or later and then there's all that talent in Evolve, the other NIL talents. It's like, I don't know if you guys watched Unreal, but Triple H even said, he's like, for every one guy that's getting it and over and getting well in NXT, there's 5 women ready to. So
yeah,
I loved Unreal.
I did too. I was a big
fan. I loved it.
The only problem you're going to run into is there's the main event talent in WWE right now. The girls, the ladies, they're solid. Who are you going to dump? Like
I don't know.
Candice LeRae. Okay, I can get rid of her. That's fine.
I think she's and that's why I think she's moved more to the management of the DIY role.
You'd have to get rid of.
You have to cut people who you like Bailey, Chelsea Green. Then all of a sudden you're like, no, can't cut Chelsea. She's just lovable.
Bailey you can cut. Chelsea you can't get rid of.
Chelsea's the one that people actually watch.
I think cut Bailey.
And that's the problem you guys are running into. Like, so who do you let go then that's taking up time that you can go, okay, well,
Zelina.
we let this person go. We can slide this person in.
All right. So when you say that like that, all right. So yeah, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to cost anybody's job here, maybe. I've had people come at me. Like, you think that person should be fired? No. But just where you're at with it. Yeah. Zelina Vega, Michin.
Yeah. I love Zelina. I love Zelina, but Zelina.
You know, no bad will. Bailey can move to more of a coaching, if she wants to stay with the company, coaching type position, you know, something in NXT maybe with it. I don't know. Maxine Dupree, you know, what is she doing? Like, I mean, I guess for now, keeping Kairi Sane and Asuka if you can do something with them, but but yeah, I think at least that's kind of, I mean, you can't fire her now, unfortunately, but Zoe Stark, what was she doing before the knee injury? You know, it's a sad state of affairs to a lot of these people, but there's so much talent that's younger and hungrier and honestly more talented behind you.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea Green's great because she's not so much about her in ring. She's so much more than that. She's a great entertaining talent. You need somebody who's gonna, you know, jump in a dumpster. And that
so you name four girls. And you got like how many that want to come up?
Yeah, I was trying to pull up the roster.
You can't. It's cool. I understand it, but it's just hard to pick.
It is.
I think there's more guys that would get let go than women would, personally.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there's more female talent that's ready to go.
Yeah, but more guys.
There's also male talent because if Tony D got Tony Soprano because they want to, and I think it's a great way of writing him off too, because even kill off that character because it wasn't a main roster character, the mob stuff. Like it was funny, it was fine for what it was. If you're going to bring him up, like have him change a bit. I think the idea of having him join Seth's group is great and kind of be more of like a badass wearing black, kind of hanging out with Braun and Bronson. That would work. Like, you know, something.
I also
bring him up. You need room for people. Yeah, you need room for these people. Though. Everybody can come up. You got somebody to go. It's a shitty situation.
Yeah, the mob thing, I like the story, but I don't feel like it works on the main roster.
Right, it was great for NXT.
I think it worked for NXT,
for NXT. And it was great to have the family. You had more people get involved, people coming in and out. They got to have group matches and stuff with the females. It was great. It just, you know, it had a shelf life and it had a level. Yeah. Like, you know, if it was on the main roster, it would have been early opening matches, like would have been kind of more comedy with it. On NXT, it was comedic at points, but it was able to have a serious tone to it, which on the main roster, you just wouldn't have had that. Everybody just would have immediately went to Nunzio with it, like we all would have thought. But that, again, even that worked in NXT when he came on.
That's why I always feel like NXT has its own wrestling show vibe.
Yeah,
which is why like there's certain people that I'm okay with people like staying there, and like they have evolved, they have LFG. I feel like NXT is moving off of developmental and becoming its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own little world. And it's so, like I always say, it's not the best wrestling show every week. There's some weeks it is, but it's the most fun that I have every week. I feel like when I watch it, I usually end up laughing. I enjoy it. Parts where I go, ooh, that was cool. And then, you know, I guess just because from my parents being teachers and my father being a soccer coach for 25 years, like, I don't know, I love, like when I love when you see people start to get it. You know, like Lash Legends is the prime example.
Yeah. Andre Chase.
Months ago, she was terrible. Yeah, you know, you see people that were terrible at this, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, like even Tony D when he first started, like you could tell he was strong, but he was rough around the edges. And just when you watch them get it and like click and and figure this stuff out, it's cool to watch. I enjoy it. And it's a fun show, but it's definitely its own little world. And now I think with being on network TV and how much the CW is behind it and going and doing every 6 weeks they do a show in a theater, like it's working for them. I enjoy it. I want them to come here. There's a theater a mile and a half from my house. It's a 5,000 seat venue. I'm like, come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah, when they moved to Vegas,
you're in, where are you at again? You're in Phoenix, I think you said?
Phoenix, yep. I live just outside of downtown Phoenix, Arizona, where it's hot as balls right now.
I'm a Phoenix Suns fan. I'm in Florida, bro. It's hot as shit.
Yeah, so I've just got the dry and it's like 115. You've got like, it feels like 115 and sweating with the humidity. That's where George has got. So yeah, he's in the, basically it sucks. Wherever it is, it's hot.
Yep. Also, I got that. I've been collecting Phoenix shirts too, so I got that Phoenix Phoenix shirt.
Nice. With the Suns one? Yeah, that was cool. I was at the show. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
And okay, so when I walked into the arena and then I went and got a beer, I walked into the arena and I went and got a drink once and went to the bathroom once. Both times I was like, I was near the two different merch stands on the bottom level. Both times the line was as long as you could imagine. I'm like, the line just the entire time. The amount they sell in merch is insane at those shows.
The same thing happened to me when I went to NXT Battleground. When they was here, and I went and got
Tampa?
I got the R-Truth John Cena shirt.
Nice.
I got that. I got the Roxanne. I got a Roxanne signed poster and a Javon Evans.
Ooh, that Evans one. They're both good. Roxanne for sure be worth something. That's cool. They get involved with it. They make it fun. I enjoy it.
I love it.
God, I wish I was.
Ooh, they got the
I wish I was still a fan like that. I really do.
I haven't gotten merch in forever, but hey, if we that'll be what I'll do, George. If we ever get one of those WWE affiliate links, I'll go and buy merch that way.
Yeah, I know.
I want to apologize to Phil, by the way, because I keep forgetting to use his link whenever I go to the WWE shop.
Apologies to Phil.
I get so mad because I'll hear him. I'll like go and watch back of one of his lives, and I'll hear him say it. I'm like, "Fuck! I forgot to do it again."
Unless you got it written down somewhere, you're gonna forget. That happened.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm bad at that. Yeah. Smoke a little. Forget. What was happening? Yeah. No, I haven't been merchant forever. I'm in my 40s. I did the same thing with I used to be a big fan, still a big fan of going to shows and live music, but I haven't bought a show and a t-shirt at a show in forever.
I'm a collector type of person, so I just recently have been going hard with collecting too.
Nice. No, that's awesome, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. Yeah.
I currently have
lazy and old.
Yeah, I currently have I have a Seth Rollins figure over here in the corner from his World Heavyweight title reign, and I put CM Punk next to him because I'm pissed the fuck off at Seth Rollins for last night. I ain't gonna lie. I went full fan mode last night. I was mad as shit at Seth Rollins. Me and my homegirl were wearing our CM Punk shirts. We thought he was going to lose, and he ended up winning, and he lost our shit. And 2 minutes later, we got Bianca Belair at SummerSlam when she hurt her knee.
George had me convinced on our show for for weeks, 3 weeks, that Seth ain't hurt. So I believed him. He's my co-host. So I believe him. And so I was like, all right, well then CM Punk's winning the title and Seth cashing in afterwards. And then it fucking happened. I'm like, oh, that was awesome.
It was longer. It was longer than 3 weeks. It was right from the time he got hurt. I never wavered.
It was July 12th. It was July 12th.
Yep.
It wasn't that. It was July 12th was the injury. So about 3 weeks.
And I went. Honestly, all I did, I just took the story for what was being told.
Yeah,
honestly, that's all I did. I didn't even I didn't. Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. And
yeah,
even though you get angry at it, that's what it's supposed to do. It's entertaining. I mean, they got. I thought the way they did it was so fun with Seth, coming out when I'm healed, Mark, watch your back while your days are numbered, and then turns around
gaslight the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
I was so mad. I was so mad.
That's awesome, though.
The only problem with all that was they didn't follow any of the protocol they normally follow. With an injury. So I picked up on that real quick, especially with a knee injury. Like I've said to Jake and I've said on the show, I've had a bunch of knee surgeries, so I know exactly how this goes. Exactly. I can tell you, I could be in my sleep and tell you how this goes. And they weren't following any of it. And I'm like, okay, well, it's pretty obvious to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, again, like you said, you were on it, and you gave it, you presented facts of what you saw, you presented your case, and I was like, I believed it. It seemed very plausible and logical, and storyline wise, it made the most sense because what has Seth said from day one? I won't let you be champion in this company while I'm here, and he fucking did it. It was great.
They did it well too. I mean, the nice touch with the wife showing the crutches with the little kid, that was kind of cool. But
that was good stuff. Yeah, and I mean, and for people,
okay, AEW on the post show.
Yeah, Right. Well, we were talking about it earlier, how many people are online. You know what I mean? It's not as many people are online that would, that they think. It's a small percentage. So, the story was out there. Oh, his knee was too swollen to get the MRI right or whatever. People hear that. Okay. And then if they did see anything, what did they see? The video of him on the crutches with his daughter taken by Becky. So most people would just immediately believe that and moved on because they're not living and breathing with this shit. They don't care. They don't even know who Dave Meltzer is, but, or if they do, it's because he's that guy with the dirty office on Dark Side of the Ring. That's all they know. But so it's just, they did it well and they played off well and most people are bought hook, line and sinker. So I thought it was awesome. I'm glad they did it that way.
The only thing that doesn't make sense of all this is LA Knight basically got put into the deep freezer and has been like, what the hell happened?
Again, this would be at least the second.
They literally killed LA Knight to make this angle. Really? If I'm LA Knight, I'm going, who the F did I piss off this
time?
I believe the backstage stuff, honestly, because it just kind of shows in the shows.
It does.
It really does. Yeah, I feel like he's an asshole backstage. Because outside of that, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it seems like something it is. Because it doesn't. Because he'll get to that certain point and then come back down, get up to the side of the hill, and then get back down.
Exactly.
So, Rabid Wolverine. Sorry, I saw you, buddy. We've all just been rambling at you. I let you in though. If you want to speak, ask a question, kind of bullshit with us, you are in, Rabid. We love you.
Oh, okay.
What's up, bud?
For the LA Knight thing, I heard he has heat with have heat on the Seth Rollins match in Saturday main event.
And I mean, there's been so many different things of hearing that. I don't know the exact specifics, but like Scully was saying, where it seems that on certain levels that there seems to be heat on a few different levels, and I don't know if he's pissed the wrong people off, or maybe certain promos weren't received right. I don't know.
But they've done it with a lot of people. Who else has been sort of deheated, and you're like, what the hell? What did he do? Damian Priest. What the hell happened to him? He's like, you went from, hey, I'm feuding with Drew McIntyre to, I'm now feuding with Aleister Black. What the hell?
Yeah.
What did he do?
That was more reasonable to me, though, because I never felt like Damian Priest really got fully over, whereas LA Knight was top guy over. To the point, I'm going to shows where we're eating, we're wooing, and we're yay.
Yeah.
we're in the arena before the shows.
Yeah.
And he was that over.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Well, and even if Priest did get over, Knight was a different level of over. You know what I mean? Like, you nailed it.
LA Knight was a different level of over.
Yeah. I've been at the show. Yeah, because usually when you're walking around, like when you walk into the arena and people walk around, like you said, the wooing. A lot of people doing the woo, woo.
Yeah.
Now people are going, yeah. It's evolved. I've seen it too. I have been, and you notice you're like, oh, that's different, because I've been going to shows since 2000 at the same damn arena essentially, and we always wooed, and now people still woo, but there's more yes now, and people yeeting too.
I'm going to do a subject change before I forget this, because I almost forgot to mention this.
What's up?
I just want to say, I got to really give it up for Nick Hogan. From what we saw him grow up on TV, and he ended up being a fuck up for a little bit. But the kid has matured into a man, and I really want to tip my hat to the boy. He's really stepped up, and he's really done well by his dad, I guess. I just noticed it. When I see him, I can see the confidence in him, and Bischoff says good things about him, and he just seems like he turned out very good from what we saw at the beginning. So before I forgot that, I want to get it out there.
Television like that, I can't.
Actually, for me,
go, buddy.
Actually, for me, I don't give Nick Hogan that much bad things, because I do believe sometimes parents don't have raise kids, and sometimes the kids do something and they're doing something dumb.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, just think. Just think of how many times we all know, child actors, not always, but so many child actors end up, going down the wrong path and becoming drug addicts and fuck-ups or whatever. Can't even imagine of, a child that grew up on television on that sort of reality platform where like what really his choice wasn't really his decision. Essentially, he was kind of forced into it. And so, yeah, it's the same kind of world where you're essentially a child actor and kind of set up to have to be given these chances to fuck up because everyone's going to offer you drugs and whatever else.
He's come a long way.
It's good to see that he turned his life around. Yes,
he's come a long way from saying my daddy can get me out of this to stuffing up and taking it as a man now. And I've noticed it.
That's
So that's
and I hope that he realizes that himself and realizes that his dad saw that and he's going to be running
he's going to be running things. I got a feeling. We don't know that for sure, but I think he's going to be in charge.
It seems like it. And so it's good for him to know that, when his dad did pass away, he knew his son had gotten it together and become what seems to be a really great man. So, yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you said that.
And everybody can't be Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah! Man. Dude, I love that kid so much. I still just think of how bad I felt for him as a babyface where like, you remembered him as a little kid and you wanted him to be good and he just wasn't. And it was so terrible. And you're like, this isn't going to work.
They figured it out. And he
one nut shot to Edge, dude. I swear, had he not done that, he would have been eating them chicken tendies on his couch right now. He would be working at a Wingstop, not in Wingstop commercials. Like, I love it. And not only has he figured it out, but he's fucking thrived. And like, I mean, he's one of my favorite people. Anytime he comes out, it's great. You love to see it.
He can't do anything wrong right now. Like he can't move. All he has to do is exist. If you really look at what he does, he doesn't even do that much. He really doesn't.
He's smart enough to know less is more.
Yeah, exactly. The definition of less is more.
Yeah. And it's so perfect. Oh, it's great. No, I was talking to one of my buddies, was telling me that his son just started getting into wrestling this year more. I think he's like, 8 or 9 and he's a giant fan of Rhea Ripley. And my buddy was saying how it's, cool to see how over Rhea is. He's like, yeah, she seems to be like she could be the future for the next 5 years. I'm like, dude, she's been the big star for like the last 4 or 5 years. And I even said without Rhea Ripley, we might not have the Dominic Mysterio that we have right now. Because that whole Dom and Rhea thing really got him the fuck over.
Yeah, and
from the off.
Honestly, Rhea's 28. Rhea's also 28. She's going to be, she's on pace to be the GOAT.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where, okay, so if you grew up in the 80s or watched wrestling in the 80s, it was the Road Warrior pop. In the Attitude Era, it was the Austin pop. In the 2020s, it's the Rhea Ripley pop. But every time she comes out,
honestly, you can argue GOAT now.
Dude, it is a pop. And you can't, whatever.
I went to WWE shop earlier today. She's in the top 6 of the first names you can pick to look up.
I'm not surprised. You hear that in interviews with Cody, who he talks about how he's always like talks about merch and wanting to be in the top. And from what it seems like, if he's not the top seller and whatever it is, it's because Rhea is. And it's like, respect. Like, that's awesome. Good for her. Yeah. No. And her character's name is based off of the lady from Alien, which is the best. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't beat that.
I watched the show, the Unreal show. For me, I think the show was good.
So good. I enjoyed it.
When you talk about Rhea Ripley, that show make me want to see Rhea Ripley to have the both women's championship for like I want her to be like the female version of Roman Reigns. Like,
you just
4 years, 3 years.
I feel you. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Could not agree more when you see that. Same with the stuff with like Chelsea Green. Not so much you need her to get championship, just when you watch her like opinion of what she does, like, I'm fine looking like an asshole to help put everybody else over and what like you need more people with that mentality of like, hey, so we're all working together to put people like that's. And then when they paid it off with her being able to be the first U.S. title, women's U.S. title champion, like that kind of stuff is awesome to see. And that's what I liked about the Unreal show was it really gave you that insight of who the people are and what drives them and why it made you want to root for them more. It's also like you see why they wanted Charlotte to be a babyface right now because the stuff with Charlotte, you feel for her when she was out with that injury for a year. She put the work in, and it's cool to see. If people haven't watched it, I definitely recommend that show. going to do some sort of review on it sometime soon once I have time. Finding time is a
once
bitch
you get
anymore.
me to watch it, that's the key.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't want to,
I will. I started watching it the other night, but I fell asleep by accident.
Yeah. I think that's one of those things too. Like you kind of, at least for me, I knew I was gonna watch it, but after I got like 20 minutes in, I ended up watching the first 3 episodes in one night, and I'm not really a binge watching guy, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
When we do our review of SummerSlam tomorrow,
am I the only one that's waiting for the Zack Ryder
to
pop up? By the way, or Matt Cardona actually to pop up in WWE for like an appearance.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think that is anymore either.
I don't think it is either, but like there's a pop there that I would love to have. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
especially with like Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. I watched Unreal, but before that, I knew her gear was inspired by Zack Ryder's former gear because it was
the one leg.
With the one leg. So that's how I understood it. But
and it was in Long Island. It was in his hometown, so she had to do it. That was why that was great. The thing about Zack Ryder is there absolutely is a pop there for it, but he seems to think that he is bigger than he really would be there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, he wants to go back and be a top guy, and they're like, you're Zack Ryder, dude. Sorry. Like, you could be maybe like more of a top mid-card guy, but he's not a main eventer, and that's where I think he thinks he is. We've talked about that before on our show with George and I. What were you saying, George? Sorry, we cut you off there.
I forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah. After we review our SummerSlam, do our review of SummerSlam tomorrow, I planned on watching the Unreal series, so I'm going to watch it all in one shot.
Hell yeah. No, it flows very well together. Plus, if you obviously us as fans, like I feel like it's set up well for people who aren't fans or just like, watch it like they would watch like the F1 series show or, All or Nothing shows or whatever with it. But if for us as fans, like it's set up well to the shows where you're like, oh, this is building up to Royal Rumble or building up to the first night of Mania. And so it flowed very well. And I didn't realize I got into the first 3 episodes so quickly. I was like, oh shit, but it's good. I enjoyed it.
I was going to say, Jake, I'll compare it to NFL's quarterback.
Okay, yeah, one of those
where they followed around like first season was Holmes, and then in the second season, like Burrow and Goff, it falls alive. So you start like seeing these people just people. I'm fans of them. That's how my sisters got involved in football. They watched the Kelsey documentary. They watched quarterback, and now it's like, I love Jason Kelsey. Oh, that Patrick Mahomes. He's such a nice guy. He loves his wife. It's like, watch the football. No, but we got to watch the Chiefs now.
I'm glad you said that because it's kind of like how.
And somebody's just going, what is a Twitchy push?
Well, it's kind of like how Total Bellas or Total Divas got certain females in to end up watching WWE. This is the same kind of idea where I feel like if you're one of those people that watches like all the Netflix sports documentaries and this is presented to you, and you watch it just like you would watch one of the other shows, I could easily see somebody watching that enough to be like, shit, and it's on the same channel you already have with Netflix. Like, okay, let me try this. I'll watch Raw, and I could easily see it bringing in more. I think it would bring more viewers in than it would turn people off because it's breaking kayfabe or going behind the curtain. Motherfucker, we've been behind the curtain since Beyond the Mat in 1999. It's fine. We get it. At least in my opinion.
Hey, for me, you want to know what the biggest thing about the Unreal show that like made me feel like a type of way is the producers in Gorilla. The way that they are calling the matches.
Oh yeah.
And like they have to do shit on the fly, but at the same time they have to like adjust to what's happening or go off of like what's happening with the crowd sometimes.
Right, and or cut time or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the timing of matches and trying to like get them in certain weight. Like, I'm thinking about that job. I'm just like, bro, that has to be a fucking headache.
Right.
You have to love what you're doing to do that. Being Gorilla. So it's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get Triple H. I'm like, bro, I can't tell me anything about Triple H, bro. That man is working hard.
Oh God, yeah. Well, like, and that's why. That's why
you might not like it, but he's working hard. Like respect the game because that's no pun intended actually. But
yeah, I get you. But it's a good pun, a good word. No, but that's why those producers are all like ex-talents who all like love the business. Like that's why they are, Jason Jordan, Robert Roode, Abyss, like TJ Wills. That's why it's those guys, because they love the business, know the business. Yeah, no, it makes sense. No, I love it. Yeah.
Jake, did you get to the part where Abyss?
I've seen the whole thing. I watched the whole thing.
You saw the part
some
where
people
Abyss
are going to watch it, so easy.
Okay, all right, yeah, there's a part where Abyss felt away, and
that's been all over X too, where I see it. Yeah, where he's talking about.
Yeah, where he was like, he was like, yo, my bad. Yeah.
It's also true, like Abyss. I think Abyss being like, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I'm glad he's that nice of a man at that size.
Because he cares about the business. He cares about the bigger picture. That's the part that I love about it. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. No, and like
Unreal was amazing. I know that.
Yeah. But it's even just like stuff, and that's the stuff with like, what was it? Tales from the Territories, where you just see certain people's thoughts and loves of the business of just where they think of like one little thing here or there that can change. That's where they always talk about how Pat Patterson was one of the best in the business. Not so much of like telling the exact, okay, you're going to do a collar and elbow tie up and lock up here bust, but just tell me your match. Okay, what if you did this here instead of that? And all of a sudden, it's the moment everybody remembers and got the match over and nailed the story to a T or whatever with it. And yeah, that's the cool stuff with that, where you have different people like Michael Hayes or Bruce Pritchard or Triple H or whatever. But yeah, I hope
the right people. Pat Patterson is one of the ghosts of finishing.
He's
you talk to the right people.
For God's sake, he invented the Royal Rumble. Like, like that's if pretty much everybody I know, that's where they say, look, yeah, WrestleMania is, if you're a real fan, like a hardcore like we are, everybody loves WrestleMania, but we live for the Royal Rumble. It's our favorite night of the year. Like, you're like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
The Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble is actually the biggest draw. I know.
It's the best. Like, and you could think of those certain moments that happen, whether it's an elimination or a comeback or like, like, was it 2008 where John Cena was number 30 and came back 2 months after, you know what I mean? Just all that shit where you're just, or like, the Shawn Michaels 1 foot or the double elimination with, John Cena and Batista or the one with the Rock.
Pat Patterson will be featured on our classic match of the week this week too.
Oh yes. That's why I said that. Thank you. Just I'm like, why did I bring up Pat? Yes. Thank you. That was it. Yeah. Our next classic match of the week is the, 1981 Madison Square Garden alley fight between Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson, where the real street fights where they came out dressed in their jeans and t-shirts and bled fucking buckets. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Is that a visual? That's a visual, right? You're like, are you gonna have the match? Or are you gonna like?
No, we're just reviewing them now. But I'm glad you said that. Once we finally monetize and like have a reason to have a Patreon, those will be the first things we do on Patreon, because we've reviewed I think like 5 or 6 matches so far, and we've got lists. But yeah, that's the first thing I think we would do is just replay them and watch them there. But we're slowly growing. We're not trying to jump out and throw out. And I mean, we can do a Patreon now, but I'm like, we'll wait till there's a need for it, or there's demand. But hey. Well, probably by the end of August, we'll be at over 300 subscribers. So I'll take that, because we only started at the beginning of March, end of February. So we're having fun, like George said, go to youtube.com/@AltJakeTakesOn. I post these, I record and post these spaces. We do a recorded episode a week where we kind of cover the week in wrestling and then the classic match reviews as well. So, and if there's anything people are interested in, like, dislike, leave a comment. Let us know. We're very interactive. That's the whole classic match review thing came out of people liking us reviewing that Bret Hart and Steve Austin match that went into the Hall of Fame. We're like, oh, we should talk about it because it's going in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. All of a sudden there was, 150 views. Well, shit. Okay.
And there's a couple interviews coming up on the channel that are in the works that are really going to be nice for you guys. So.
Because for me, I'm a long firm like podcast listener during when like I'm working and shit. So
nice. Yeah.
I like that. That's why I catch up on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, if you go into our page too, I put things in playlists where I've got the clips, but I also have all the long forms in one, because I'm the same way. I do the same thing with podcasts I like. when they released the clips, I'm like, that's nice, but I want the full. It's 3.5 hours.
Yep.
Good. I got shit to do.
You're perfect.
Yeah. Right?
I don't got to touch my phone for 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, damn. That'll be fun. And George's always got stuff he's working on behind the scenes and lined up. Like, hey, we're going to talk to this person or bring this on. Like, hell yeah, man. I love it. Never know what guests we're going to have on here.
Yeah, you guys won't guess who it is. So that's always good. No, that's the whole point of this whole thing.
Yeah, no, we're trying to have a good time with it, but man, I'm really glad that SummerSlam had that. Yeah. I enjoy, at least the ending of it gave us good energy to start tonight. I wasn't sure if we were going to get a lot of people, but I feel like once Brock showed up, people were going to be awake, ready to rock and roll.
I took off tomorrow from work, and I'm so happy I did it because I have not come down from the fucking event tonight yet at all. I'm so happy.
Smart plan.
Woo! Shit. Tonight, SummerSlam was way better than WrestleMania, by the way. And it felt like WrestleMania the 2 nights to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they've done SummerSlam well with it being in the stadium and having the long end. Yeah, it definitely felt like a wrestle. I thought that too. Forget one play when someone was walking down the long entrance ramp yesterday. I'm like, damn, this really feels like a Mania.
And the ramp it actually wasn't that big.
Yeah, I mean, it was long. And
like
then the stage up there.
Yeah, it wasn't like super long, like a WrestleMania, but it had that feel though.
Which makes sense because they've done a WrestleMania in that stadium. I forgot about that. They had one.
Yeah, they did that long one.
Yeah, the longest WrestleMania ever. The one that they realized, okay, we got to probably start doing these at 2 nights. Yeah,
I noticed they had people sitting behind the stage, like in the
they
one view you
Mania,
could see them
like
behind there. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
the hell? That's tough.
Yeah, I know they had that at Mania.
That's different because they had a stage at the end of the stadium for Mania, but here they had it up on like the 20-yard line or so you could tell.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I think the stage was pulled a little forward too. It wasn't like they weren't like really centered, and it was like pulled like a little bit forward because they only had like 50K in there, not like the usual like 60 or 70 for like a Mania. So I think they did have like that.
Yeah, the stage was up. The entrance stage was up to the 20-yard line or 25-yard line. You can tell where the seats are. You can see it. Yeah.
Huh. I'm not sure I noticed.
Yeah.
But interesting. I did not notice that.
Yeah, it was, but it worked though for the setup too, because everybody was.
No, I definitely thought it. Yeah, I thought it worked pretty well. I mean, I felt it like it did. I didn't have any. At least I did.
No gripes. No gripes.
Right, yeah, I say no gripe. At least no gripes on that one from it. But
go ahead, Rabbit.
Buddy?
Oh yeah, I think yesterday I saw some sickos making fun of WWE because it's parked out like back of the arena, back of the stage. I said to myself, you can't see nothing behind the stage.
Yeah, right.
And the reason why you're complaining right now AEW is in a little I don't know what they call it. You in like a small
it's a theater
building.
It's like it's like a concert theater. So I see we have a Trisha asking to speak. We always should bring new people. Yeah, Trisha Carter.
What's up?
Awesome. Come on in.
I'm sitting here eating popcorn right now, enjoying all the people melting down about Brock Lesnar, bringing up you think else. Like, stop sitting there pretending like you care about victims all of a sudden. Like, you guys are out there with your own little agendas. Like, don't bring that shit.
Well, as we were talking about earlier, they're going to come back with it's like anything with it. They're going to, they're going to bitch about whatever they're going to bitch about today. And then 3 days later, they're going to find something else, and that's going to be their most important thing. And then they're always going to call back to what's up?
Just so you know, when we put, I don't mean to interrupt production wise, but when you put this on YouTube, you gotta black out the R word there. You can't say, you can say grape, you can't say R on YouTube, just so you know right now.
When you're monetized, they will demonetize you.
Even if we're not, we don't want to have a bad reputation. I'm just saying, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You could say you can say grape all you want. You got grape. You're not a grape victim. That's fine. but YouTube's like.
What about the R word?
Yeah, that works too.
But
the thing
I mean,
is that that's not even what happened with it. That's the problem is that people go with misinformation because they read their dirt sheets and they pay $14.99 to be told that Seth Rollins' injury was real and that Brock Lesnar was, what was the word, Shelley? Officially retired.
Officially retired. Let's talk about it.
It's just, and they're gonna charge you. And then they try to like double down and defend on it. Or I love when they like Dave now, the reason he just edits them. I never said that in the Observer because he wouldn't edit it. Like, you mother.
I don't see why those people pay for dirt sheets. It's like they get things wrong and then they get mad when people yell at them like, "Oh, well, I didn't get this wrong. I'm high and mighty. I'm going to go and have you doxxed."
Why would I want to?
I know why.
To be spoiled either. Like we all talked about. What was the best part of Brock coming back tonight? The fact that we didn't know when his music hit. It was awesome. Like mother. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm not gonna pay.
I missed that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay to get that spoiled. And never mind, they're gonna spoil WWE anyway. But if you're paying for them, you're probably an AEW sicko, and they're gonna spoil everything for AEW for you because they've got that. They actually have sources on.
Actually, when Brock...
Also, not to shit on AEW too much, but I did do a thing the other day. I started using Grok, right? I found out through Grok. So All In is supposed to be AEW's WrestleMania. They are supposed to be the second biggest company. They never trended top 10 on Twitter the whole weekend because of WWE. And all of their events going on. According to Grok,
just like
on Twitter, they never trended top 10. So it's like all of that shit happened and nobody cared. It's just like
all those AEW fans wanting Goldberg to be there all of a sudden,
right?
Because WWE mistreated him. Like, oh, you guys are Goldberg fans now, but you guys sat here and bashed him, man, when he didn't have it anymore.
And just like now that Blake Monroe is the worst ever and that she never had any talent. But yeah, no, that's how you can tell these people just aren't, like, they're just not real human beings. That's not how a real person operates. Like, but that's how cultists operate, and that's where they work themselves into. But that's their little world. They can have their little fun. And that's again back to talking about earlier. Like, I don't care if they watch it. It doesn't bother me. But why does it bother them that I don't like it? I didn't say they can't watch it. More for them. Watch it all you want to. I'm just not going to.
Go. I got a question. I got a question for Chris. But whoever was talking, go first.
Yeah, it's like I watch all other things too. It's like, why do you care when somebody says something about AEW? It's like you go to their they get all butthurt and just
they've made it
all of a sudden just crashed out. Like, it's like you're making it you're treating them like that their favorite dog just died or something.
It's their entire personality. No, the cultist is the easiest way it's the closest comparison. They just, whatever AEW say, whatever AEW do, it's great. You know, they're the safest company. Don't worry about it. Everybody's fine. You know, Hook didn't get a concussion. He just had a tummy ache. That's just,
yeah. And with something great happening in AEW, we're going to talk about it. But all right, so Chris, because I know I love Chris. I love Chris's fucking takes. So all right, Chris, how did you feel about the Jade versus Tiffany match?
Paige versus Moxley?
Jade Tiffany.
I said Jade and Tiffany.
Oh, Jade Tiffany?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to put it in a polite way here. I like Jade, but you can tell you know how when like when you first do any kind of sport, you're first doing any kind of move, you're like, the first time you do it, you're like, all right, do I do this? Do I hold this? Do I throw the ball like this? And you're thinking too much.
Yep.
That's what it's like with her. You can tell she's like, all right, I don't want to screw up, so I do this and this, and it just comes off
It's like when someone tries to tell you what's wrong with your golf swing, and then all of a sudden you're doing 6 different things.
Yeah, so the first time you're throwing a football, it's like,
trying to swing your baseball. Yeah, trying to swing a bat. It's like, no, you gotta have your back elbow's gotta be this angle, and then you're just 2 in your head. That's what George and I always talk about, how she seems to do very well at certain points and certain things, and then something will happen where there'll be a mistake or a misstep, or there'll be something gets a little lost, and there's just no improvisation. There's just no pull from and that just kills her every time. I think that's why this match was fucking 7.5 minutes or whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, look, I feel for her because people forget she's only had here. I was looking at this in cage match. She's only had 100. Let's see. She's had about 123 matches total in her career. And a lot of these matches she started having, like, a minute and a half, and 12 seconds, 45 seconds in the beginning. It's like, that's not even a match. You go in there, you hit a couple of moves, like, ooh, okay. And she went from AEW, which was they barely trained her, just go in there,
do whatever you want,
look impressive and throw people around.
Yeah.
And then you go to WWE, which is like it's almost like going from single A ball to the major leagues. And then you go, oh wait, why is this person overwhelmed? Well, no shit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, that's a good point.
And you know what's crazy too? Tiffany, I think they said Tiffany Stratton has had 4 years of wrestling experience. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Jade has been around since COVID as far as wrestling. So she has more experience than Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, but we talked about it. Jake and I talked about it on the show. It takes longer to deprogram somebody that does actually learn in the first place.
No, Jade's been around. Look at Cody and Brandy's daughter, because Brandy was supposed to be in the match with Jade, and then she got pregnant, and so that's why they had Red Velvet fill in for her. So Liberty's like 4 or 5 now. So yeah, you're right. She has been around since. Yeah, that's easy math. That's a good point. I didn't think of it that way, but shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, they also like stretched her out so that by the time Tiffany was like after 25 matches, she was able to do like a 13-minute match with Wendy Chu. Work 8 minutes with Indy Hartwell. Work with Sol Ruka. Gigi Dolan. It wasn't like they said, we're gonna give you 35 seconds. Go out there, just hit a power slam, drop an elbow. Right. There we go. Woo!
Yeah, and it's that direct
elimination chamber. That elimination chamber 2 years ago, she cooked in that elimination chamber.
Yeah, no, it's that coaching where you have, and I mean, that's Tony and other people in AEW. We don't need a PC. Yes, you fucking do. And it's not even about the people that need to be trained that were on the indies. It's that's how you train someone from the start. Like a professional, or not a professional athlete, but like a high level D1 athlete that's been doing, like she was gymnastics. So she's been doing it since she was a kid, that's been able to be coached and wants to learn and grow. You need going to that facility 5 times a week, getting that coaching. That's why, like Chris said, she can work, not just a squash 60-minute and tell Tony to cut the shit. She can actually work a 7-minute match, a 10-minute match, a 12-minute match, and actually make it a full-on match that has a beginning, a middle, and end, and not just a pump kick and her finishing move, and she stands there and holds her and does her little pose. And I mean, Jade even talks about she didn't know how to use a damn chair until CM Punk was like, hey, like, fuck, maybe someone should teach you how to throw a chair. I don't care how much you shave that chair down.
Has my good friend 626 asked to speak?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I wasn't sure if we were going to keep going.
I asked him to come on.
We've got a lifetime of wrestling too. Bring them all there. Come on in, people. Let's
go.
We're going to go about another half. We're going to go about another half hour or so.
That's what I was thinking.
We're going to go about another 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's rock and roll. Yeah. Shit, I'm having fun. Like I said, that
last legend is what they want Jade to be.
I agree with that one a lot. I think Last Legend is better than Jade. I do think that.
Last Legend is one of the people that I hold up on a pedestal of like where the PC is an amazing program, because when she first started, like she was rough. Like you could tell there was athletic talent, but you could see it just wasn't there and it wasn't clicking. And it was like, if you just looked at her without knowing they were going to have great coaching, like, she's never going to figure this out. 6 months later, it's like, oh shit, she could probably be on the main roster. And then like a couple months later, she had a couple matches on the main roster. Like, she's awesome. She's, again, someone who played basketball their entire, adolescence and adult life and can take coaching and wants to be coached. And she's a star. And I think she's probably better. I know she's better than Jade right now.
The only difference.
She's also a better athlete.
The only difference is the image.
I mean, she was drafted by the WNBA.
One at a time, folks. One at a time. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, we're good. We're all just being animated. The only difference is the image. Jade looks the part. Flash is better at the part. It's like it's the thing of like, all right. So you can wrestle, but can you work?
Good call. A good way to put it. For sure. 626 and a lifetime of wrestling. Got you both in here if you want to chat with us or whatever. Who's got a...
Six has an open mic. Look out.
Uh-oh.
What's
up,
I
got to write the time down. I got to get more bleeps in.
I'm here to say all the R words. All the R words.
We Six is good. We talked.
Not all the R words. Not all of them.
Yeah. I didn't really, the pay-per-view really wasn't, or this night really wasn't for me until maybe the Dom match. And then I started to turn towards maybe, giving it a little bit higher rating. And then the Cody thing kind of saved it.
I feel like,
the Brock was just extra stuff.
Yeah, I feel like both nights, both opening matches and main events were both very, very good. And then last night, the women's tag match I enjoyed. And then tonight, like the ladder match was kind of like the spectacle for people. Like, it's like, if that's the kind of thing you like, this is for you right here. I like some of that, but there's also a point of like, all right, it's enough with the ladders for me.
Yeah, it was a lot to take in during that sequence of events.
I did think it was funny that they promoted Bound for Glory, though. I'm sure that was fun for Tony and the AEW hunks. Like, fuck. Big promotion.
I was surprised that Candice LaRue decided to go through a ladder. That was interesting.
We were talking about earlier, like, she's trying to keep that job, there's so, if the releases are coming up this Friday, as we've heard, could be, hey, I want to stay.
Where did we hear that, by the way?
I believe Julian Ward said that in this group here. I don't know where you heard it from, but I know they used to be the schedule. It was post WrestleMania and post SummerSlam was the release.
Well, they're doing everything different now, so who knows?
Yeah, well, they still had some after Mania this year, but we'll see.
Spread them out.
Yeah, but but you can see that. I feel like there's got to be another decent wave coming up soon because, like we said, there's people waiting in the wings, but.
I still want to know why the Wyatt Six are still there. They kill everything. They bring it down. They are a buzzkill.
But they draw money. They do draw.
Do
they
draw?
They draw.
Do they?
I had somebody in the building. I had somebody in the building at SummerSlam.
They have a movie deal with Universal.
Yes, and at Universal.
Oh yeah, they're at the Halloween thing. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the haunted house thing that they do, which is a big thing. I know Disneyland does it. Universal. Yeah,
they draw money.
Yeah.
They draw money. That's what it is.
For the people that like it, I've seen a lot of people that really like it. Yeah, it's not really for me either. I'm not a big horror movie guy, like whatever, but there's a lot of people that seem to really like it. I feel like most of the people, again, I feel like the more hardcore people and fans that like the wrestling, but the people that casually watch or only watch and don't pay attention to the internet and just watch it like a TV show, I could see, those people really, it's for them. Just not us.
They have a lot of aura when they come out. I mean, their entrance
they are the definition of, and then the bell rings. It's great when they're coming out, with the fireflies and the song is good and like the rocking chair. Just then the bell rings.
Yeah, but I don't feel like Loomis and Gacy are really that bad at all. I think they're actually pretty underrated.
They've gotten better. I agree.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad. I just don't.
I'd like to see them talk.
Yeah, I would say Gacy was pretty. I wasn't watching NXT in like every week back then when he was on there with his group and stuff
but I know he's slob. Now he's not.
Maybe Loomis doesn't talk.
Better. He does.
Yeah, Loomis should never talk. Loomis has Loomis's facial expressions are great for not speaking. Actually, like he's got that it's great.
the problem I have with them is this. It's like Santino Marella or R-Truth. Once they come out, they just ruin everything else because you have to almost pretend that they are this. Like, ooh, they're a scary outfit. They appear out of nowhere. They're mystical. And you can't put them with certain people. I mean, imagine trying to put them with Jacob Fox.
Hey, Santino beat AEW the other week.
You gotta fear these two.
That is true. Santino definitely beat Dynamite. Main event that happened.
Oh.
The R-Truth thing, though, come on. We love R-Truth. R-Truth is
but you know what are they going to do with it?
I like the Muppets also, but don't put them on like Sons of Anarchy. The Muppets stay where they are, and Sons of Anarchy stay where they are. That's what R-Truth and Santino and the Wyatt Six are. Just stay in a certain corner.
Bruh, him and Ethan had almost a 5-star match.
Hey, Ethan Page can work with anybody. He's proven that.
I also feel like there's certain people.
Ethan Page, though, isn't like a goof.
No, I was gonna say there's certain people that we just really like. We don't expect them to come out and give us like a certain type of match. We expect them to come out and do what they're going to do and what we love them for doing. So they're gonna come out and perform and do what we love them for doing, and that's the draw there. And they're gonna keep drawing. R-Truth. We don't want R-Truth to come out here and have a 5-star match and like have like a fucking, like collar and elbow tie up or doing like flippy things or a 450 splash or like putting somebody through a bunch of tables or something. We just want to see R-Truth do his moves and then, taunt and we pop and then that's it. Then the finish happens.
Rabbit, go ahead, buddy.
For the R-Truth, I see people complain about it. I said to myself, you guys, you chant him to come back to the company, and now it seems like then why people complain. You make WWE rehire him. I can't. I don't know what's wrong with just people in X.
Yeah, That's 2025 on social media, Rabbit. That's what we would deal with, I guess.
No, I get what Rabbit's saying. I get what Scully's saying. And you're right. They're beloved. Fans wanted them back, so we couldn't get rid of them. Here's the problem, Scully. Imagine, let's say our good friend War Dog Apollo wrestles R-Truth. You know what's going to happen? He's going to lose by slipping on a banana peel. And then R-Truth's going to roll him up. And War Dog's going to look like an idiot. That's what everybody who wrestles, R-Truth or Santino, they look like idiots. So it devalues their push. Like, oh my God, you lost to this guy. You must really.
R-Truth's a good wrestler, though, dude.
Santino.
I was gonna say, I think
R-Truth's good in the ring. Santino, you can't compare Santino and R-Truth in the same sentence. In my opinion, I humbly disagree.
I was also going to say there's a difference. There's a difference between
Ron Killings.
Yeah, there's a difference between that.
Ron Killings. Ron Killings is an actual in-ring worker. He's been around. He was in TNA. He was great in TNA, I thought. Unless I'm wrong, unless I missed something.
No, he's original. He was a TNA World Champion.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
No, he was. I'm not.
But you just say he's
a worker.
joke.
He's great, but the R-Truth character is just got. It's like every time. It's like, oh, he's calling Pete Dunne Butch. Now Pete Dunne's reacting to Butch.
Well, I mean, the match against Cena was more
emotional.
The match against Cena at the Saturday Night's Main Event in May or June, whatever it was. That was pretty good. I feel like if they had done more of that, you could have seen more with it, but they didn't go, and you kept him off TV, and there hasn't been anything, and you kind of revert back to it. But.
Have they gotten rid of the R-Truth character? Now he's Ron Killings. Is that what the deal is now?
They had said that, but then they had kept calling him R-Truth, but then he hasn't been on TV since 3-4 weeks. Rabbit, I see you got a hand up. What's up, buddy?
He didn't take his hand down from last time.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I had to go refill my drink, so I can just thought, all good. Yeah, we're having fun. All good. No, I totally get what Chris is saying too, at the point where you have the comedy characters that, people kind of have to sell and bumble around for them. But, I feel like Ethan Page did well with not having to do that too much, and then was able to use the Cobra against Santino and beat him on on NXT. But yeah, there's only so much you can do with those characters.
If you look at today's environment in WWE, especially, you don't have. I'm trying to think off the top of my head before I say it. There's not a lot of comedy characters in WWE right now. Like, there's no giggles and laughs guys, are there? Or
I think there should definitely be more. I mean, I think
there's the Alpha Academy, but they're not on much. And
right,
I agree,
they're not together. There's nothing now. Yeah. Right now, at this point, there's nothing.
But see, and comedy is what makes the undercard bearable. I mean, I think that's what they're missing. They just need to have more funny stuff on the undercard so that, it's not so much pressure to deliver on this main event stuff.
There is the word that Danhausen's contract is.
Oh man, that would be amazing. Danhausen.
No, God, no.
Danhausen needs to. No. You're wrong. Danhausen would be amazing manager. Amazing manager.
Okay, Danhausen would be a lot of fun as a manager doing silly shit that
that's what Six just said. He'd be a good manager. Perfect. Yeah, I agree with that.
And then but then he could also be one of those that takes great bumps too, because he can take good bumps and sell. I'm always for a manager that can take great bumps. I mean, that's what made Bobby Heenan great. He was a worker before he was a manager. Yeah, no, I am 100% in on that. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
So
I was listening to an interview.
Can I say something about Santino, by the way? Like really fast.
Well, hang on. You cut somebody off there. You keep cutting people off.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Let people go. Yeah, it's all good. Just gotta. It's a flow. Yeah. Go.
All right. I want to put my hand on this one, but honestly, with the Santino thing, honestly, the thing we really want to see from Santino is we just want to see the Cobra. Like, if we're gonna be real, we just want to see Santino hit the Cobra. We don't need him to be a World Heavyweight Championship holder or anything. We just want to see the Cobra
You want to hear the theme song? Hit the Cobra. Get out. No, you nailed it. That is it's like
that's it.
Yeah. Hit you. You know what we call that?
Wow,
playing the hits.
Hands all over the place.
Get out. I like it. No, I'm with you.
Yeah, Rabbit was first hand up. Then I think Chris and then Six. So Rabbit, go ahead.
I think his hand might still have been up.
No, he brought it down and put it back up again. I saw it. I'm watching.
Actually, to be honest, I don't know how to. I still don't know how to use this app right.
We're all learning together, buddy.
Yeah.
Take your hand down and let's.
Yeah, there's a way to do
it. It's all good.
You put it back up.
That's all right. Go ahead, Chris. Then Six.
All right. So when you say comedy, here was great comedy. Sami Zayn and Brock Lesnar. That was funny when you looked at it. And it wasn't too slapsticky, oh crap. They're just getting silliness. We're a 2-year-old. There was a mature comedy where it's Sami's oh my God, we're going to get killed. And Brock started playing around. You're a Canadian alpha male. From one Canadian alpha male to another.
Yep, that was good.
And then all of a sudden it just switches too serious when all of a sudden you're when Heyman's going, what the hell are you doing? You are the killer. You are the defending, reigning, undisputed. And then just Brock destroys everybody. AJ Styles the last couple weeks has been good comedy where when I look at Santino and R-Truth and Mr. Iguana, it's oh my God. If I was a 4-year-old, I would find this funny. I'm 47. I do not find this funny. You guys need to go away. Go to AEW and just do your little, funny stuff there and bring that card down. Give me more mature comedy where if I'm 40, I can go, it's pretty funny, but it's also witty.
Yeah, I get you. No, and I think the problem too, especially with Santino back in the day, was that
Mr. Iguana was on Mexican Tough Enough. The Ultimate Fighter.
That is information I did not know.
And did he have the iguana in his mouth when he was fighting in the Ultimate Fighter?
No, just choking people out.
I want to see him with the iguana on Power Slap now, but he has to slap with the iguana. No? All right. What's up, 626? Think you were next, boss.
All right, what's going on? There needs to be more managers. I think we just need to bring a few managers back. I was listening to Slick talk in some interview with JBL and just thinking about the heyday of Mr. Fuji and Heenan and all those people. And it took a lot of the pressure off of some of the good athletes to have the total package of talking and stuff like that. And maybe it also kind of ease them into learning more mic skills. I know you have NXT and all that, but I don't think it would hurt to have a few managers and all the stuff in the undercard that's funny is the stuff that's over, like, Grande, Americano and all that stuff.
For sure.
So I don't know, man. I just find I like funny shit more than some of this other stuff. Like Rusev versus Sheamus isn't exactly blowing my hair back.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, I've always been an advocate. We had when we did our top 5 favorite managers. Like that was when we talked like at the end of it, we're like, it's sad because everybody's from, the 1980s and there's you need more it's something that it's always worked so well in wrestling in the past. And it's great whether you have a serious manager getting over a heel that doesn't speak, or you've got to have the comedy one. And it works because it's one of those things too, where the manager can take the heat for the heel, where like the heel can be look foolish and the manager but doesn't look like a wimp or like a bitch. And it works so well. And I'm fully with you on that one.
Manager,
bring back where is it? Was it hashtag bring back managers or give managers a chance?
I mean, I even like how they're kind of using Scarlett too, like now as kind of like a little mini manager or whatever.
Valet,
like it's a valet, but it's more of a,
it's involved,
partner.
causes some shit. I love it.
Yeah.
The manager works the crowd while the wrestlers in the ring. That's how it's supposed to work, and that's what we're missing. So
and I just feel like it's something. And hopefully, like with Kiana James doing stuff with Julia, hopefully that works. And like get back to that. Like that's something that, when you talk about that Unreal show and like the manager or the writing meeting, somebody get there, more managers. Yeah, I'm fully with that. Who was next? I wasn't paying attention. I was got me excited about managers. I love managers, man.
Yeah, it was Scully and then Chris, and then we're gonna start wrapping it up.
Oh shit, yeah.
All right, so
2 hours.
I want to respond to what Chris said about the AJ Styles thing. All right, so were you guys not entertained by like how like many ways they had AJ creatively be involved in whatever Dom was doing?
I loved it.
It was like I feel like the spot where we can be unserious is very necessary in wrestling because I feel like it's always 100%. Been there.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like it's always been there. And
seeing AJ dressed up like a janitor, that was funny. I agree.
With the glasses out too, and like the praying stuff. Like he made like 4 memes in 2 weeks. It was great. No, AJ.
Exactly.
No, I mean it's one of the things about it's one of the best parts, and people talk about Kurt Angle, like, cause he was so serious and he could kill you in the ring, but he also wore a little cowboy hat and yippee-ki-yay and rolled down on the Vespa for the Undertaker stuff. Like, come on, like, because he knew it would work. And you need more of that. Like it's great. You've got to have, cause there's got to be that break within it. And
you have to have funny haha.
Yeah.
And then the payoff, I felt like the payoff was great to me, honestly, too. Especially with the Eddie Guerrero tribute, like I loved everything about it, and I also wanted Dom to keep the belt. I didn't want AJ to beat him, but I did want to see. I felt like AJ was going to give Dom his best match,
right?
As far as in ring work,
and it's a credible victory for Dom. Yeah, you're right.
I felt like I got that. Yeah, I felt like I got Dom's best match.
Yeah,
tonight,
and now Dom he beat AJ Styles and under his belt, and Dom can talk shit about that. It's great. Yeah, no. Like you said earlier, Dom can do no wrong.
AJ's going to cost him in Mexico.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I've been seeing people talk about that too.
That I like. This is why I like these shows. They have fun. They have a good idea. I didn't think about that. I like that. What's up, Chris?
So 2 parts. So first, the managers, it comes down to money. They don't want to spend for somebody who's not going to take bumps. And there's not many managers like
they can take bumps though. Slick took bumps. All of them took bumps. They can train wrestlers to be managers. That's my point.
I understand they could. They view that as it's a waste of money. You and I
they're wrong.
I know it's their company. They can do what they want. Like you know who I'd love to see as a manager, because you would probably also be protection for guys. Pat McAfee.
Ooh,
because you could put Pat with like the Creeds, Carmelo, give him a guy that is going to help him get over, and B, you're not going to stick jobbers with Pat McAfee. So it's like Heyman. Heyman manages guys, okay, they're going to be the main event. They're protected. They won't get stupid gimmicks or stupid angles. Heyman's sort of like the protection.
Right.
That's why, it works. That's why McAfee would work. But the other part is like when getting back to Scully here, when his point with AJ. Yeah, AJ was funny. El Grande Americano was funny, but they're also serious. It's not like the New Day to me is sort of like the joke that got old. It's like, okay, when can you guys get serious? When can you just not be sort of the cartoon that is just on and on, like Santino, where it's like, okay, when can you guys get serious? Oh, you can't? Okay, you need to go because you then ruin everything else. It's like there's going to be that funny ha-ha, then it's like, they can snap to serious when the moment needs you to be serious.
I'd say New Day's pretty serious right now.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, and I like this stuff with Waller. I mean, I don't know where it's going, and I'm kind of like how they kind of let Waller hang around, and then they don't really give a fuck about him. Like that's pretty great to me. I think that's good writing. And
they were serious on Kofi's run to Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Serious when they were, yeah.
But I kind of like Dark New Day.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I get what Chris is saying though, because there is that point, and I think that was one of the issues too, where it's only the comedy with it. Like that's where Santino was only that, and it does get old to a point. And there's other times too where there's characters that are just that without any validity to them, because then they're going to bring down whoever they're working with if they're working with it. But if you have it more as like a manager nobody has to actually sell for the person that's comedy. I think that's where you kind of get lost, is when you have to sell for that comedic act.
What's a gimmick you'd like to see rebooted? I'll put mine out there. I'd love to see Demolition rebooted.
Well, I mean, rebooted is tough because, how many of those like new, something like that where you like a face painted group like that, I could see that work. But I think then you get into like the world of like, was it like the new Midnight Express or the new Blackjacks or the new Rockers?
You got to be careful. You can't just do anything. You can't just do anything.
Slow. The new Rockers. Oh, poor Al Snow.
They try rebooting them with the Ascension.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Well, who are you saying?
Bring back the mullet perm.
Yeah, bring back the Truth Commission.
The Job Squad. Bring back the Job Squad.
All right, before this deteriorates any longer.
I think the Job Squad's a good part to end us on here.
Fantasy booking.
We're pretty much a Job Squad here, but at least we have fun. But no, thanks
if you like what you're hearing, it's youtube.com/AltJakeTakesOn. Sub to the channel. Don't cost dick.
Yeah, it's absolutely free and will always be. We're giving you fun content. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't. Leave a comment. We're trying to be as interactive as possible. We'll be back next Sunday for Spaces. I'm pretty sure at the regular time. We don't have
right. I think so.
Yeah, I feel like this was the last one for a while. I think the next Sunday anything is Bound for Glory, and that's October. So we'll cross those bridges there. But yeah, please everybody,
all good.
Like, subscribe, and we will catch you next week. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Tons of fun. Love you guys. Peace.
Later.